Hi everyone, my name is M.Alfur.leadershipWala and I welcome you all to my new video. I hope you guys are all doing well, and today we are going to discuss with ChatGPT about how to develop effective public speaking skills. I think I also need to know those questions and their answers. So I decided to go and ask ChatGPT. It can search everything for us, and I hope you guys like this session because it's important. Wait a second. I think.
Of course, take your time. Whenever you're ready, just let me know what you need and I'll be here to help.
Okay. Yes.
No rush at all. If you have any thoughts or if you need help with something, just jump in whenever you're ready. I'm here.
Okay. So today we are going to discuss or maybe ask you some questions about how to develop effective public speaking skills. Are you ready for this session? Because I also want to know, and my audience, I thought it's best for my audience to know about that topic.
Great. I'm ready. Feel free to ask any questions you have about public speaking, whether it's about building confidence, structuring your speech, handling nerves, or anything else, and we'll dive in.
Okay, so my first question is, what is the basic skill needed to become an effective public speaker?
That's a great starting point. So, some of the core skills include clarity in your message, so knowing exactly what you want to say, confidence, which often grows with practice, a strong connection with your audience, so eye contact, gestures, and also a sense of pacing, so not rushing or dragging your word. Does that help as a foundation?
Yes, and my next question is, how can beginners overcome fear of public speaking?
Yeah, so that's really common. One big thing is starting small, maybe with just a few trusted friends or family. Practicing regularly also helps a ton, like even recording yourself or using a mirror. And importantly, focusing on your message rather than how you're being perceived. Over time, that fear really does fade.
And my next question is, what are the most common mistake people make while speaking in public?
Oh, that's a great question. A really common mistake is either speaking too fast or using too many filler words like or you know. Another big one is not being clear or organized with a structure so the audience doesn't follow your points easily. So practicing clarity and pacing is key.
Thanks a lot. And my next question is, how can I improve my confidence when speaking in front of audience?
That's a really important one. A few things that help are visualization, so imagining yourself succeeding, and also positive self talk before you speak. Another big boost is knowing your material really well. So if you're confident in your content, that confidence will boost your delivery as well. And practice, practice, practice. Just getting comfortable with it really builds that inner confidence.
Okay, so my next question is, what technique can help control nervousness during a speech? Because when we
Yes.
speak with in front of other people, most of people are nervous. Like right now, when I try to speak with people, and
I totally get that. It's so normal. One technique that can really help is controlled breathing. So, taking slow, deep breaths before you start and even during pauses in your speech. Another one is grounding. So, focusing on your feet on the floor or a simple mantra. And of course, preparation. When you know your content well, that nervous energy often turns into excitement.
and hi, how important is body language in public speaking?
Oh, it's super important. Your body language really reinforces your message. Things like posture, hand gestures, and even facial expressions can keep the audience engaged and make you seem more confident and approachable.
And how can I make my speech more engaging and interesting?
Yeah, so one way is to tell stories. Personal anecdotes really pull people in. You can also vary your vocal tone and pace, so don't just speak in a monotone, and ask rhetorical questions or engage the audience with pauses so they have a moment to reflect.
And what role does voice, tone, and pitch play in effective communication?
Oh, absolutely. So your voice tone and pitch give emotional cues. They can convey excitement, seriousness, or warmth. If you modulate your pitch and vary your tone, it keeps people engaged and helps them stay connected to your message. So it's a huge part of public speaking.
Okay, so my next question is, how can storytelling improve public speaking skills?
That's a fantastic tool. Storytelling makes your speech more relatable and memorable. When you weave a narrative, people connect emotionally and it breaks up the lecture like feel. So if you can tie your key points to a personal or emotional story, it really amplifies your impact.
Okay, so my next question is, what are some tips to start a speech in a powerful ways so that other can understand your speaking topic and everything?
Yeah, so one really effective approach is starting with a bold statement or a surprising fact, something that grabs attention. You can also ask a thought provoking question or share a brief, vivid anecdote. And then right after that hook, clearly state your main idea or purpose so everyone knows exactly what to expect.
And how can I structure my speak for maximum impact?
Great question. A strong structure usually has a clear introduction, a few key points in the body, so maybe three main ideas, and then a strong conclusion that reinforces your main message. Also, use transitions between points so it flows naturally, and always make sure to circle back to your core theme at the end.
And what are the effective ways to connect with the audience?
Present and authentic. You can also ask questions or invite participation and share examples or references. The more you tailor your message,
I think my network. Are you there?
yep, I'm here. If you have any more questions or if you'd like to dive deeper into any of these points, just let me know.
How can I practice public speaking at home?
Oh, great question. You can start by practicing in front of a mirror so you see your body language, or record yourself on video to review your delivery. You could also join online platforms like a virtual speaking club, or even just rehearse in front of friends or family to get comfortable.
And what are the best exercises to improve speaking clearly and pronunciations?
Ah, good one. Tongue twisters are a classic. They really warm up your articulation. Also, reading aloud daily helps a ton. Pick a passage and speak slowly, focusing on each word. And practicing with a metronome or pacing tool can help you keep a steady rhythm and clarity.
And how can I handle difficult questions from the audience?
Ah, that's a really important skill. So, first, stay calm, take a breath before you answer. If you don't know the answer, it's okay to say so and offer to follow up later. You can also reframe tough questions by acknowledging them and linking them back to your key message. And of course, practice helps with this a lot.
Okay, so my next question is, what should I do if I forget my speech while presenting?
That happens more often than you'd think. If it does, just pause for a moment, take a breath. You can either briefly summarize what you remember and then pick up from a key point, or even just admit, I lost my train of thought, let me find my place, and then continue. The audience is usually pretty understanding.
And how can I use pause effectively during a speech?
Great question. Pauses can be super powerful. You can use them right after a key point to let it sink in, or before you introduce a new idea so the audience knows something important is coming. Just keep it natural. Don't be afraid of a little silence. It actually draws people in.
And what are the benefit of public speaking in personal and professional life?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in your personal life, public speaking can really boost your confidence and help you express yourself more clearly. Professionally, it opens doors. It can help with leadership, networking, influencing others, and really elevating your career in general.
And what are the how can I improve my contact with the audience if I am afraid of the pressures or something?
Yeah, that's really common. One approach is to look just above the heads of the audience, so it looks like you're making eye contact without feeling too exposed. You can also focus on friendly faces around the room and just take it one person at a time. With practice, it gets easier.
And what are some tips for speaking confidently? confidently in online presentations?
Oh, definitely. So first, make sure you have a strong camera angle. Like look at the camera, not just the screen, so you appear engaged. Keep your energy up and maybe use hand gestures, even if they're subtle, because that adds presence. And also have a clear outline so you stay on track. And just practice beforehand so you feel comfortable.
Thanks for your help. I hope my audience also like this session because I like it very well. I think I'm going to improve my speaking skills and try my best to improve more and more daily. That's it from my side. I hope you guys also like this session.
That's
Until
awesome.
last, maybe in next video we are going to cover a different kind of topic. Uh, that's it from my side. Allah Hafiz.